ex-husband refused to watch our kids for my honeymoon, so I stopped doing everything for them. My ex Colin and I divorced 3 years ago when our twins were 5. Despite everything, we managed to create a pretty solid co-parenting arrangement. Split custody right down the middle. 1 week on, 1 week off. No drama, no fighting over holidays. We even managed to stay friendly. When I started dating Donovan about 18 months ago, Colin actually seemed genuinely happy for me. He'd joke about how I deserved someone better than him, and when Donovan moved in with us last year, Colin was nothing but supportive. He even helped Donovan set up the kids' playroom in our new place. So when Donovan proposed 6 months ago, Colin was one of the first people I told. He congratulated me, said the kids were lucky to have such a great stepdad, and even offered to help plan something special for when we told the twins. Everything seemed perfect. We had this modern, blended family thing figured out. Colin had been dating someone new too, seemed happy, and our kids were thriving with stability. But then I made what I thought was a simple request. Donovan and I planned a small wedding ceremony, followed by a 3-day honeymoon in Napa Valley. Nothing crazy, just Friday through Sunday. The wedding fell on Colin's weekend, so I asked if he could keep the kids one extra day, just Sunday, so we could have our mini honeymoon. His response shocked me. Find a babysitter. That's not my problem anymore. I blinked at my phone, reading his text 3 times. This was the same man who'd been nothing but accommodating for 3 years. The same man who thanked me countless times for being flexible with our schedule. Colin, it's literally 1 day. I've covered for you dozens of times. That was different. Those were emergencies. Emergencies? I started scrolling through our messages. His emergency work trip to Vegas that turned out to be his buddy's bachelor party. The family emergency that was actually his company's golf tournament. The urgent client meeting on a Saturday that his social media revealed was a baseball game. In 2 years, I'd taken his custody weekend 47 times. He'd taken mine exactly twice. Once when I had food poisoning, once when my grandmother died. But here's what Colin didn't know about me. Before we got married, before I became a stay-at-home mom, I was a family law attorney. And old habits die hard. For 3 years, I'd been quietly documenting everything. Not because I planned to use it, but because my legal training made me naturally thorough. Every pickup time, every schedule change, every excuse, all saved in a folder on my laptop labeled co-parenting records. I had screenshots of him asking me to take his weekends. Photos of the kids at my house during his custody time because he had last-minute work stuff. Timestamps showing he regularly dropped them off early and picked them up late. Text messages where he literally wrote, "You're just better at the parent thing than me," and "I'm not really a weekend dad type." The day after my wedding, I filed a motion for modification of custody. Colin called me screaming, "You can't take my kids away over 1 weekend. This is insane. Check your email, Colin." I'd sent him 100 pages of documentation. Bank records showing I paid for 90% of their expenses despite our 50-50 split. School records showing I was listed as the primary contact and attended every conference. Medical records with only my signature. Even his own text admissions that he preferred his bachelor lifestyle. The court date was set for 3 weeks later. Colin hired the most expensive lawyer in town, convinced he could charm his way out of it. But you can't charm time-stamped evidence. The judge took one look at my documentation and granted primary custody. Colin went from seeing his kids 7 days every 2 weeks to every other weekend, 4 days a month. His child support went from $0 to $2,800 monthly. But the real kicker? The judge noted his pattern of disengagement in the official record, making it nearly impossible for him to petition for increased custody in the future without demonstrating significant lifestyle changes over an extended period. Colin's new girlfriend left him 2 weeks later. Apparently, she wasn't interested in dating someone who'd lost custody of his kids due to his own negligence. Last month, he showed up at my door with flowers and a letter from his therapist, begging me to consider mediation for modified custody. I smiled sweetly. Find a time machine, Colin. That's not my problem anymore. My twins are thriving with the stability. Donovan has officially adopted them. Colin didn't contest it. And me? I'm back to practicing law part-time, specializing in helping parents who've been taken advantage of by their exes. Colin still doesn't understand how refusing one simple favor cost him his children. He keeps telling people I tricked him, that I was planning this all along. But the truth is simpler. I just gave him exactly what he asked for. No more emergency favors, no more flexible schedule, no more me solving his parenting problems. He wanted me to stop doing everything for them, so I did.